Well, Kim, the bad news, it's Monday.
But Tanner, didn't you hear that Hawkeye sports crushed it this weekend? I mean, it's always a good weekend when you can beat up Nebraska.
That's right. I mean, after coming off a tough loss against Purdue on Wednesday, the Iowa men's basketball team looked to redeem themselves as they faced off against Nebraska in Carver Hawkeye Arena on Saturday.
The Hawks got off to a fast start, making 8 of their first 11 shots in the first few minutes of the game. Iowa also shot well from deep, making 11 three-pointers from 6 different players.
But one player stood out amongst the rest. Sophomore Joe Wieskamp had a career-high 30 points on the night, along with 2 steals. Iowa would go on to dismantle the Cornhuskers 96-72.
I kind of had a feeling that this was going to happen. The last 2 days of practice, we've just been a lot of energy, really clicking on offense and defensive end. We just had something to prove, that game wasn't us, and we're not going to let that happen again.
The Hawks will be on the road Thursday when they take on the Indiana Hoosiers for their only regular season matchup. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m.
You know, Kim, there was one familiar face on the Nebraska team.
Was it one of the players?
No, it wasn't. It was actually their coach, Fred Hoiberg, and I took a close look on his return to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Coach Fred Hoiberg is definitely knowledgeable on the sheer amount of energy fans can bring into Carver Hawkeye Arena. Being from Ames, Iowa, and playing and coaching at Iowa State University, he's trying to bring that same rival energy to the Nebraska Cornhuskers as he returned to Carver Hawkeye Arena his first time as a coach since leaving Iowa State. And he said his experience was fun.
Just to play in this rivalry and to coach in the rivalry was a lot of fun just because of what it meant as a kid growing up in this state. When you have 2, very good teams and very good programs. And, again, we're obviously, at the beginning stages of where we are right now with our program. And, I am excited about our future. Whatever happens the rest of the year, I'm excited about what we have with the players that are sitting out, with the potential recruiting class that we're going to sign, and hopefully we'll get this thing turned around.
Iowa head coach Fran McCaffrey definitely gives Hoiberg credit and thinks he can turn it around.
Well, I think the reason they hired him was because they know he's going to recruit good players. He's as good a coach as there is in the game. I think he's got a very professional approach to how he does things. And his players respond to him. And, I think that institution is thrilled, to have him there. And I think they feel really good about the direction, and they should.
Hoiberg also mentioned how emotional he gets when he comes to Iowa City because of his good friend Chris Street. Those two played with and against each other when they were both stars on their respective high school teams.
Last week, Mackey Arena in West Lafayette was just too much for the men's team. But yesterday, the women blocked out all the noise as they beat Purdue 83-71. This marks the first time that the women have won in West Lafayette for the first time since 2013.
The Hawkeyes played great team basketball, and the 3 Hawkeyes managed to score more than 20 points. Kathleen Doyle and Mackenzie Myers each had 22, and Monica Sonano was right behind them with 20.
That win gives the Hawkeyes 20 wins for the 4th consecutive season. Iowa is sitting in a tie for first place with a record of 20-4 overall and 11-2 in the conference. The Hawkeyes are going to travel to College Park on Thursday for their biggest game of the season. They're taking on the Maryland Terrapins, and the winner gains sole possession of first place in the conference.
All 3 of the big winter sports teams got wins over the weekend.
Tomorrow we'll update you on how the men's wrestling team got it done. John, back to you.